Hello, welcome to the Liberated Multitasker. Today I thought we'd make Mexican pie. It's quick and easy and tastes even better the second day. So come join me. Let's start off by preheating our oven to 350 degrees. Next, we're going to brown 1 pound of ground beef. As always, we want to make sure we season it, so I'm just going to add some salt and pepper. Now this ground beef is just a little frozen in the middle, so I'm just going to break it up. Want to make sure it gets good and brown. I still have just a couple of pink on some of these pieces, so I'm just trying to get those in the middle. Now we're just going to soak up that grease. This is my favorite way to get grease out of the pan. It's just using a paper towel and just soaking up that extra grease. Now once we're done getting rid of this excess grease, we'll be ready for our next ingredients. So next we're going to be adding rotel tomatoes. I'm just going to open this can. It's going to take me just a second. The older I get, the harder it is for me to turn these can openers. We're just going to dump that right in. We're going to stir all this up together really good and get ready for our next can, which is going to be chili beans. One of the great things about using chili beans is that they are already seasoned. Instead of using pinto beans or kidney beans or any other type of beans, the chili beans have already been seasoned, and so literally the only seasonings I'm using today in this recipe is salt and pepper, because the chili beans have the rest of what you need. So we're just going to put those in the pan and stir them up as well. Now, as far as the meat mixture goes, we just have one more ingredient. And the last ingredient we're going to need for the meat mixture is cream of chicken soup. I'm just using the Great Value brand. Now we're just going to mix this together. Let this simmer and let all those flavors blend and get nice and creamy. So I'm just going to continue to stir this for a minute and let it simmer a little while longer. And then we're going to get our casserole dish ready. I'm going to use some non-stick spray. I'm using avocado spray to spray my casserole dish, just to help it, well, not stick. Then I'm going to need some tortillas. The recipe calls for 4 to 6. I have 4 of these low-carb tortillas, and I have a few of the keto-friendly net zero tortillas. So I'm going to use a combination of both. So I have a layer of tortillas, and then I'll be adding about half of the meat mixture. But before I do that, I'm going to cut the meat mixture off and just stir this up just a little bit. Now I'm going to pour half of this mixture into my casserole dish. Now I'm going to spread it out evenly in the dish. And can you guess what we're going to add next? We're going to add cheese. So as you know, I like medium cheddar and pepper jack, so I'll be using a combination. This recipe calls for 2 cups of cheese, and you're using half now. So I'm putting down medium cheddar cheese, and then I'm going to add a little bit of pepper jack. Pepper jack just melts so well, and it adds a little extra flavor. So I like using a combination of the two. I'm mostly using the medium cheddar, but just a touch of the pepper jack. Now we do it all over again. We're going to add another layer of tortillas, using a combination of my low-carb tortillas and then my small keto-friendly street tortillas that I've cut in half. And then we'll be adding the last of our meat mixture. Just pouring that out into our dish and scraping out all of the goodness. This is such a simple meal, but it's hearty, it tastes good, and it's really easy. Once we get all this scraped out, we're just going to spread it evenly in our dish. And then one last step. You got it. Time for the cheese. We'll be sprinkling on the rest of our cheese. And again, I'll be using medium cheddar with just a touch of the pepper jack on top. Now, since everything is cooked, when we put it in our oven, we're just wanting to make sure that the cheese is good and melted. And so we're going to put it in our oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. We just want a lot of ooey gooey goodness. So in it goes. Now it's been about 20 minutes, and let's have a look-see. That is so good. The tortillas are nice and crispy. Lots of ooey gooey goodness. I hope you give this recipe a try. It really is so simple and easy, and is even better the second day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.